Hi, I'm Chef John. Welcome to our show, Wicked Confidential, a show that Michael and I do from the restaurant we work in, Wicked Slice in Coventry, Connecticut. Mike's the general manager, I'm the chef. Today we're going to be preparing corned beef and cabbage. It's a St. Patrick's Day. This is our March show, so happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody out there. Then Mike's going to do a couple pizzas. I'm going to work with him. We're new concepts, a chicken pot pie pizza and a chicken and waffles pizza. So we're going to get going with the corned beef right now. This is 2.5 to 3 pounds of corned beef that I'm going to season with salt and pepper. It's also March. This is my birthday month. I'll be the old age of 54. Say hi to my daughter Veronica, who will be 15 on March 5th. So all you people out there with 15-year-old daughters, you know how it is. I'm just kidding. She's a great kid. Salt and pepper. I like to use the fresh grounds. This is going to go into a pan. I use this pan right here. I have another one in the oven. I'm going to show you a Dutch oven that I use, but this is what I'm going to use right now. Take the corned beef, put it in there. This is half a head of Savoy cabbage. It's very, very easy to clean. You take the knife, run it down the stem right there, and just cut out the little V and discard. I'm going to cut this in half because I like nice big chunks of cabbage. It doesn't break down as easy when you do it like this. This is not one of my favorite meals to cook because usually people that do corned beef in a restaurant and a bar, we do it all week. And people love this stuff. This is a medium onion cut into chunks. Sorry to all you Patriots fans too, that your team lost. It was a great Super Bowl though. I told all my friends I was going to harass them on my show, but no. Since I am a Dolphins fan, everybody. I do have the Red Sox hat on. We're ready to go. Now carrots and potatoes, which I've already cut. I like to try to keep them all about the same size so they'll cook a little more evenly. This is going to cook at about 350 degrees for about 90 minutes. I'm going to do a little more salt and pepper. This is two cups of water, or 3 cups of water, excuse me. Just enough to cover over the meat. You could also boil this on top. I need to get my tin foil. You can also boil this on top of your stove. It just creates a lot of steam in the kitchen, and you can smell it in your whole house. I prefer to braise it. I think it's a better product. It comes out nice and juicy and tender. Now I'm going to put the foil on top. There we go. Just pop a couple little holes in there for the steam to get out. I'm just going to go into my oven. It says it's at 350 degrees for about 90 minutes. There we go. At this point, I'm going to start heating up Michael's chicken pot pie stuffing. This is just a chicken base. It's like a gravy with pulled chicken, carrots, and excuse me, peas and corn. Got a little frog in my throat. We try to do weird pizzas here. The weirder they are, the better people like them. We do a French dip pizza. We do a chicken cordon bleu pizza. And like Jim has said in the past, it's either it's a great success or it's an epic fail. We tried to put hot dogs on a pizza. It didn't work. We were going to give you a side of beans also, and they just weren't interested in that. Mike, could I get a spoon, please? So while this is heating up, Mike's going to be rolling out a couple medium a couple medium pizzas because he is the pizza guru. He's been doing this longer than me. This is my first pizza gig right here. And I've been remiss. I say hi to Annabelle. She's our new camera person, and she's going to be with us until the springtime. Welcome aboard. We have a lot of fun here. If you ever want to come back, we will certainly hook you up with some pizza if you're ever going by. And you're going to get food to go today anyway. So this chicken pot pie is actually has puff pastry on top of it. Mike and I are going to make a little basket weave to make it look a little more presentable. Now while this is simmering, we're going to check the corned beef that I have in the other oven that I had put on early this morning. We're going all the way over here to this oven, please. And then there's the finished product. I want to give it about 10 more minutes, and I'll explain this pot that I have here. This is a great cooking, one of the best cooking things I've ever had in my life. I got it for a gift when I got married. We're gonna go back with Mike. Actually, before we go back there, this is just this is some butter for the puff pastry. As you can see, it's clear. They call it clarified butter or ghee. I took the fat out of it. All the fat comes to the top. You skim it off, and it's just it's a much smoother product. Okay. I'm gonna get the puff pastry, Michael. I'm gonna let Michael take over now.
All right, so I'm gonna start off with our chicken pot pie pizza. Great thing about this, sometimes you're making a chicken pot pie, you have some leftover filling. Go to the store, grab a pizza dough, a couple dollars, and you got yourself a whole nother meal out of it. That's basically a lot of times we come up with our specialty pizzas just by using leftover product that maybe we've had from a soup or a chili, and 99% of the time it comes out excellent. So today we are going to start with the chicken pot pie pizza. So we've got our chicken pot pie filling here that Johnny made up for us and heated up. We're just going to go ahead and place that around the pizza dough. All right, so we're going to take that and just spread it out evenly around the whole pizza crust. Get it right out to the edges. Today we're going to just put a regular mozzarella cheese on top, or whatever else you have in the fridge. I mean, any cheese that's good for melting. Cheddar cheese would be fine on this. Fresh mozzarella. All right. So now that we've got that all spread out, I'm going to go ahead and top that with our mozzarella cheese here. Just a light coat of cheese will be fine. It is a really moist base that we have on it with that filling. All right. So now we actually had some leftover puff pastry dough that we had, and we're just going to go ahead and lay it over the top. Perfect. The puff pastry is just going to add that unique touch that we have to most of our pizzas here. No other shop's going to put a little bit of puff pastry on top of their pizza.
This is available at like BJ's, or it also comes at regular grocery stores. So now I'm just going to take this and every other one like a little basket weave to make it a little more fancy, because we are Wicked Slice. It does take a little more time, but good food takes time.
I think the end product will be worth it, John.
I hope so, Mike. I hope so. I served it yesterday here with prosciutto. inside with the chicken, and it went over quite well.
Oh, wow.
Our boss Jimmy likes to bring us back stuff, so whatever he brings back, we try to incorporate immediately into our menus. And we will be starting delivery very soon from the Wicked Slice, as everybody has been requesting. You get your wish. And that should be starting relatively soon. I don't want to give a firm date, but it's going to be very soon. It's a little more tedious, folks. One more. After I get this on, Mike's going to brush the butter on that I had before. All right, Michael. I think that's good enough. It doesn't. Yeah. I wasn't trying to be perfect. I'm certainly not a pastry chef.
All right, so here we got the clarified butter that John just melted down for us. Just light strokes over all the puff pastry. It'll just give it that golden brown color that you're used to seeing with an apple pie. Give it a little more sweetness to it. All right. So as always, we're gonna just take a little bit of our oregano and basil spice over the top of it, just to give that crust a little extra flavor, and now that puff pastry a little bit of flavor. A little bit of our Romano cheese here, right along the edges, and just a little bit over the top. So now that's our product that we're gonna go ahead and put in the oven. Like our previous shows, our ovens are at 550 degrees, and we usually cook them for about 7 to 8 minutes. Corned beef smells good, Chef.
Thank you, Michael. The pie looks excellent.
All right, so while that pizza's cooking, we're gonna go ahead and do another one of our customer favorites here. We just recently started this, and off the bat, it was a huge hit. This is chicken and waffles. So we're gonna start off here. I've got some pre-cooked waffles here, just any frozen waffles from the grocery store. We have the benefit of having a deep fryer here. We deep fried them, and boy, they are good. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of maple syrup, any kind of syrup. You can use a low-fat, low-sugar syrup. We've got some Vermont maple syrup here. I'm just gonna put that on the base there. Nice spiral, pretty much all the way out to the crust. I've got a little bit of cinnamon and sugar here. We're gonna lay that on the base. Make sure you get the crust well too, because we're not gonna put the oregano and basil and stuff like that on this one. So now that that's down, I've got my pre-cooked waffles here. I did quarter them, and I'm just gonna go ahead and lay those evenly around the pizza. Notice that this is going on before the cheese. It just adds a little bit of texture to the pizza, a little bit of height to it, and overall it just looks a lot better than throwing everything on top of the cheese. Again, we're gonna go ahead and use our just regular mozzarella on this pizza. This is a sweeter pizza. Some might say it's a dessert pizza or a breakfast pizza. So the mozzarella cheese tends to carry a lot less flavor than like a strong cheddar or something like that, where you want the flavor of the toppings to come through more than the cheese on this one. So again, we're just gonna go ahead and take a moderately light layer of mozzarella cheese right on top of those waffles. Make sure getting all the way out to the crust again. Just get a little bit more on there. All right, so now we're gonna take, I've got pieces of chicken tenders that I did fry off. You can always go to the store and get a pack of Tyson chicken tenders, bake them off in your oven, and dice them up to about an inch size square, or you can just go to the local grocery store and get some of that pre-made popcorn chicken. That would be excellent on this. So again, just an even coat around the pizza. like so.
Michael, did you see your soda that I left you in there?
I did not.
You have a feisty cherry Diet Coke in there,
Oh, wow.
so you can try.
All these new Diet Coke flavors.
Yes, Mike's a Diet Coke. He loves his Diet Coke.
All right, so that looks excellent right there. Again, we're gonna go ahead and top that off with another layer of maple syrup. This is by no means a healthy pizza. Those diabetics out there like myself should probably stay away from this one.
And I know what you're thinking, people. This is a good pizza. And I'm a skeptic of the funky ones, but this is a winner.
So now I'm just gonna take a light drizzle of some all natural pure honey here and get all the way to the edge with that. Just adds a little bit extra flavor to that so you're not getting all that maple syrup, and then again, top it off with some more cinnamon and sugar. And that's that one. We'll go ahead and take our other pizza out of the oven and go ahead and get this one in there. How's that one looking, Johnny?
Look at it.
Oh my goodness.
The progression of chicken pot pie, it's almost done. It's beautiful. Who else is putting puff pastry on a pizza? Only Wicked Slice. Now I'm going to pull my corned beef out now, and we're going to plate this. Have my green plate for St. Patrick's Day. Although, folks, we are taping this. This is Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Sunny, everybody, hope you have a great day. My kids are happy because you get candy in school today. And here's our corned beef. This is what some people would call the Dutch oven. It's a La Cruette. It's an expensive. It's probably about $150 for this thing, but you can do so many things in this. It's just a wonderful product. It's a La Cruette. You don't have to spend that much. You go to TJ Maxx. They have knockoff ones that are $50 or $60 that are just as good too. This I didn't buy. This was a wedding gift from me. So there's our corned beef. This one was in a little bit, almost 2 hours. I'm going to cut some of the fat off the top because some people really like the fat. I'm going to go to my sharper knife. I'm going to cut with the grain. Nice tender pieces of corned beef. This corned beef was about $16 too, so it's pretty reasonable. You could feed probably 2 people with this. This is for my friend Jack. He makes pizzas here and he loves corned beef. This is going to be his dinner tonight. Although I must say this is my half a day. I'll be enjoying someone else's food at Ketchup and Mustard in Manchester today. Thank you, Corey, for always being nice to us. Carrots, potatoes. A little bit more corned beef. I'm gonna get some of that juice to put on top. And there we have it. Corned beef and cabbage, carrots, potatoes, and onions. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Next to that, Michael has pulled out our chicken pot pie pizza.
Look at that.
Have you ever seen anything like that in your life? I'm sure and nobody has. Nice job, Mike. Looks beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. How's our other pie coming, Mike?
Just a few more minutes.
Our next show, we will be doing barbecue. I've been saying that for a while. We've been very, very busy here. That's why we did a shortened show today with the corned beef. I just want to let people know how easy it is to do. But we're going to be doing ribs and 4 or 5 side entrees. And a brisket too, which is basically what this corned beef is. This is just a pickled piece of beef. If you did this slow cooked for 12 or 13 hours, it would just melt in your mouth. Not that this isn't great, but I prefer to do it on the barbecue way. And we're going to show Mike's pizza in a second.
All right, this one's probably ready to come out.
Beautiful pizza, Michael.
All right, that chicken and waffles pie looks like it's about ready to come out. It's unfortunate y'all at home can't take a whiff of that. But there it is. Chicken, waffles, syrup, cinnamon, sugar, and a little bit of honey.
It's freakishly good.
Yeah.
I'm just about done here. Happy birthday, Veronica. And to all my friends, you know, the 11 of you, we'll all be at the French Club at some point. So happy birthday, everybody. Happy St. Patrick's Day. We're out from Wicked Slice. Johnny Murray. Thank you.